But I'm overwhelmed seeing the flags of the United States of America at half-staff calling this nation to honor and venerate a man who was an unapologetic racist and spent all of his life sowing seeds of division and hate into this land. And hearing people with selective rage who are mad about Charlie Kirk but didn't give a damn about Melissa Hortman and her husband when they were shot down in their home, tell me I ought to have compassion for the death of a man who had no respect for my own life. I am sorry, but there's nowhere in Bible where we are taught to honor evil. And how you die does not redeem how you lived.
Look at these sorry men. All right. Let him play. Finish it.
Do not become a hero in your death when you are a weapon of the enemy in your life.
I'm finna eat. Let him finish.
I can abhor the violence that took your life, but I don't have to celebrate how you chose to live.
Now you know you ain't got no connection to God if you talking like this fool. He said, think about this. He said,
like, I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. Because of DEI, it begs the question, when you see a black pilot, you wonder, you say, I hope they are qualified. If I'm dealing with somebody in customer service who's a moronic black woman, I wonder, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative action? It almost creates thought patterns that are not necessarily, no one really cares when it's HR managers. No one cared when it was, just kind of paper shufflers or even engineers. But now when it's like, wait, hold on a second. You're going to remove my appendix and you're a black lesbian?
Charlie Kirk. Go to this pastor. And this why colored people get a bad rap. And I'm not saying all, because y'all think I'm saying all. I'm not saying all. It's the ones like this that make me irritated that black people can't do better than this. Why can't black people do better than this? Why we gotta be the per capita the most silliest people in America? This man is standing in his pulpit, supposed to be a man of God. He should have been reading his Bible. If he had any spiritual discernment, he would know he need to go listen to what Charlie Kirk said so he can have a fair assessment before he say what he about to say right now. Have you listened to Charlie Kirk's stuff before you get out here and say something about this man, the man of God? Have you listened to his stuff? Or are you watching clips pop up of people who hate him? A man of God allegedly get behind the pulpit in this congregation with no wisdom and say this. Roll it.
And I do not celebrate the killing of anyone. Charlie Kirk did not deserve to be assassinated. But I'm overwhelmed seeing the flags of the United States of America at half-staff calling this nation to honor and venerate a man who was an unapologetic racist and spent all of his life sowing seeds of division and hate into this land. And hearing people with selective rage who are mad about Charlie Kirk but didn't give a damn about Melissa Hortman and her husband when they were shot down in their home, tell me I ought to have compassion for the death of a man who had no respect for my own life. I am sorry, but there's nowhere in Bible where we are we're taught to honor evil. And how you die does not redeem how you lived.
Look at these sorry man. All right,
You do-
all right. Let him play. Finish it.
Do not become a hero in your death when you are a weapon of the enemy in your life. Another one.
I'm steady trying to find the motive. Why do what I do?
Fuck.
State Senator John Hoffman and his wife, they both were in their homes respectively at the time of the shooting, about 5 miles apart from each other, according to local police. The suspect was driving a vehicle that he disguised as a law enforcement vehicle, and he was wearing a black vest over blue clothing, also disguising himself and representing himself as a police officer, according to police. He had a taser and other things, a badge that made him look like police to deceive his victims. Police said that there was a long list of lawmakers in the vehicle that they gained control of after the suspect fled from Hortman's home. Attorney General Pam Bondi has weighed in that she's monitoring the situation. The FBI is assisting local law enforcement on this manhunt. President Trump weighed in, condemning the act of violence today.
Today marks 10 years since the Charleston church shooting. On this day in 2015, a white supremacist opened fire during Bible study at Mother Emanuel AME Church, killing 9 black worshipers. Now, the group gathered for an evening Bible study before the gunman opened fire. Dylan Roof was arrested in Shelby, North Carolina. In December of 2016, he was convicted of 33 federal hate crime and murder charges. Then on January 10, 2017, he was sentenced to death for those crimes. Now, Roof was separately charged with 9 counts of murder in the South Carolina state courts. Fast forward to April of 2017, Roof pleaded guilty to all 9 state charges in order to avoid receiving a second death sentence. And as a result, he was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Now, it's important to remember this act of violence remains one of the deadliest shootings at an American place of worship and is the deadliest mass shooting in South Carolina history as of June 2023. Well, it was an act of hatred that shocked the nation and changed our state forever. Tonight at 7, we'll air a special program remembering the Emanuel 9, 10 years later.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
It's never gonna stop. But it's a sports mentality.
Fair.
My clique can do no wrong.
Yeah.
And will do no wrong. No, sometimes your clique does shit plays. It happens. Acknowledge that. I bleed red, I bleed blue. That's really me. It's one of the reasons why I was not going to sports, because those people were the people that were bullying me with that mentality. They was like, if you don't think like them, it's like, and then I was like, stay away from sports.
Nancy Pelosi's husband was attacked with hammers, and Donald Trump and his son were making fun of him after that attack.
And we'll stand up to crazy Nancy Pelosi, who ruined San Francisco. How's her husband doing, by the way? Anybody know?
Well, how about the fact that, a lot of the people who stormed the Capitol on January 6th were calling for Mike Pence to be hung?
I'm telling you, if Pence caved, we're going to drag through the streets. You politicians are going to get drugged through the streets. Yeah.
I saw Asmongold say it was like 90% the left.
I think that in the last 5 years or so, especially since BLM, it's been a 90% left-wing thing. But that doesn't mean that the 10% right-wing people are right either.
And it's like, well, crime statistics disagree with you, and it says most of the political violence in this is committed by the right. That's what the stats say. So for people to come out after the fact and just make it sound like it's one-sided is just bizarre to me. And then also people looking into the shooter and they're like, oh, I think he might have had a trans girlfriend.
Yeah, trans roommate.
Why do what I do?
Yeah, man. Some of the same time you see me, you done know me just put the fire upon Saddam White and Batty, man.
Been too long, Sam Fisher. We don't have much time. McKenna has intel we can't afford to lose.
Why don't you tell me why the entire Eastern Bloc wants a piece of you?
It's not me they want. They said watch. Blueprints of some sort.
A time for change is upon us.
Diana Shetland, this mission is personal.
It doesn't have to end like this, Sam.
You ready, Cinderella? Sounds like we're going to the ball.
Get up close, gather intel, avoid blowback.
Those who want the world to change know that they must break it.
We need you to move fast.
This job makes you question everything, but we have to keep trying.
You will die screaming.
So done with you.
Nice of you to finally pay me a visit.
A few moments later.
Man ready for band them, see the hand them. Yo, jump, hey, hey. When you see them, you will know them.
If only Donald Trump was president in the 20th century, so much could have been avoided. The First World War, the Second World War, the nuclear arms race, the Cold War, Trump could have prevented all of it. After all, his surname is Ceasefire. We know that all politicians are full of themselves. They can be arrogant and boastful. But Trump is one step ahead. He is shamelessly full of himself. As a species, we should be more thankful to Trump. Thanks to his negotiations with God, the sun rises every day. Thanks to his mediation, ships can sail on the ocean. If not for him, gravity would not exist. Give us a break. But jokes aside, there are too many reasons to disqualify Trump. You've got casual sexism. You've got sexual assault allegations. You've got casual racism. You've got Islamophobia. And you've got actual warmongering. Take your pick. There are two kinds of leaders in this world. One who leave the world a better place, the other who leave it worse than they found it, and Trump is clearly in category 2.
White people that aren't like serial killers like Ted Bundy.
Does your mom say you have to be LGBT? No, I think she's what I want to be, but
Go ahead, Lex. Go ahead. Keep talking. Say what you're saying.
My mom doesn't matter if I am gay or lesbian or any of that. She doesn't care. All she cares about is that I'm a part of it. And if I'm not a part of it, she'll try to convince me to join it. Cause
What are you saying right now?
Facts.
That I would convince you to join what?
The LGBTQIA+ community.
Listen to your girl, you know see about him on them. I said I might them, I eat them, I to me ocean they woman them not like me, them not like them. When I listen to your girl,
alright, I feel mad now.
Up your and her parents are so proud, ha. Bing, bong, bong, bing, 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 bing. And we'll stand up to crazy Nancy Pelosi who ruined San Francisco. How's her husband doing, by the way? Anybody know? And she's against building a wall at our border, even though she has a wall around her house, which obviously didn't do a very good job.
Where are my proud Latinos at tonight? You guys see what I mean? It's wide open. There's so many of them. It's absolutely incredible. Believe it or not, people, I welcome migrants to the United States of America with open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this. It's wild. And these Latinos, they love making babies, too. Just know that. They do. They do. There's no pulling out. They don't do that. They come inside, just like they did to our country. There's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Hey, you Mr. Gun Fool. You come and tell me say you rule. All I say you grab your head gun skull. Now the officer hold you with your 45 and you they jump like a mule. Hey, you Mr. Gun Clown. I chat about you want a showdown. How are you there when we are run down? Hey, it better if you mask your face and lock your little mouth and stop frown. Watch me say, I wear some little guy out the road that practice.
Go fuck yourself. Why don't you just go fuck yourself? Don't care anymore.
This man was beyond woke.
The reason education sucks is the same reason that it will never, ever, ever be fixed. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. That's right. You know what they want? They want obedient workers. Obedient workers. People who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork and just dumb enough to passively accept all these increasingly shittier jobs with the lower pay, the longer hours, the reduced benefits, the end of overtime, and the vanishing pension that disappears the minute you go to collect it. And now they're coming for your Social Security money so they can give it to their criminal friends on Wall Street. And you know something? They'll get it. They'll get it all from you sooner or later because they own this place. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. By the way, it's the same big club they used to beat you over the head with all day long when they tell you what to believe. All day long, beating you over the head in their media, telling you what to believe, what to think, and what to buy. The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged. And nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. That's what the owners count on. The fact that Americans will probably remain willfully ignorant because the owners of this country know the truth. It's called the American dream. Because you have to be asleep to believe it.
This is an anthem. Blaze up the fire, push up your hands, them. Big up the lioness with the lion, them. Fire burn! I'ma say Holy Emmanuel like King Selassie, Joe. Rastafari. It is good to give thanks unto the Most High King Selassie and sing praise unto his name, Most High Joe. Rastafari to show forth his loving kindness in the morning and the painfulness of the night upon an instrument of 10 strings. Alright, take it to them, King. Beautiful people, collect you, love you. But here's the judgment. Rasta man don't apologize to nobody, boy. If you did